It's an incredible privilege and honour to have been elected the leader of the New Zealand National Party today, and I want to thank my colleagues for putting trust in me and their confidence in me. It's absolutely fantastic to have Nicola Willis also elected as our Deputy Leader, and I can tell you she's going to do an incredible job and we'll be a formidable team. I'd also like to thank Judith Collins for her leadership in a very difficult period of time for the National Party, and I particularly want to thank Dr Shane Retty for his very dignified leadership over the last few days as we've gone through this process. Now, I guess much has been made of my relative newness to Parliament, but to be honest, I see it as an advantage. I bring a fresh set of eyes, and what I see is that this place and this country needs a real shake-up. Nicola and I are fresh faces for a revitalised National Party. We are the reset. Today, we are drawing a line under the events of the last 4 years, and we are putting them behind us. And I want to say to all New Zealanders, if you're one of the 413,000 voters who moved away from us, my message to you is very simple. National is back. Now, I've built a career out of working in some of the biggest underperforming companies in the world, and I'll bring that real-world experience to this role. Under my leadership, National will use our breadth of talent and our real-world experience every day to deliver for each and every New Zealander. We will be the new National Party for New Zealand. We are the National Party that New Zealand needs. Now, there'll be other opportunities for me to talk about who I am and National's policies and plans. But today I want to be very clear with you about one thing. New Zealand is at a critical crossroads as we grapple and emerge from a global pandemic. We have a choice between our current road to mediocrity or a pathway to a much more confident, prosperous and ambitious future. New Zealand needs an alternative now more than ever to take us in the right direction, because frankly the country is heading the wrong way. Inflation is soaring, we're paying more than ever before at the checkout and at the petrol pump, and everyday Kiwis are struggling to get ahead. There'll be 1 million Kiwis missing at Christmas dinner this year because they can't get home to see their loved ones. And over 100 days in lockdown, Aucklanders are still utterly confused and directionless. And our provincial heartland feels taken for granted. And I can tell you, our farmers are not villains. Now, I know there's a massive difference between announcements and achievement. Talking about something gets you a headline. Actually getting things done is what improves the lives of New Zealanders. And after 4 years, New Zealand has had a government that's very good at delivering PR, but woeful at delivering much else. Nice ideas and good intentions don't pay the rent or the mortgage, they don't educate our children, they don't keep us healthy, they don't keep us safe from crime and gangs, they don't improve our mental health, and they don't lower our emissions or keep us united. Now, I've seen incredible things that people can accomplish when they are freed up and given the tools and the choices to seize opportunities. I believe in a New Zealand that rewards hard work, a New Zealand that empowers Kiwis to take a punt and to create prosperity for themselves and for their families. But most of all, I believe in a New Zealand that, while small in size, is large in ambition. And I want us to rediscover that and get our mojo back. Because growing our economy and raising productivity are the single biggest things that we can do to improve the daily lives of all New Zealanders. Now, I pledge to all New Zealanders that I will give everything I have to this role. I'm proud to lead a government in waiting that will work every day to represent New Zealanders, a national party that earns back their trust and confidence and actually delivers for them. And the national government that I lead will be a government of action. We will bring the tide back in and we will lift all boats. We need to seize the tremendous opportunities that we have rather than to squander them. And as I often like to say, we will all get the country we all ultimately deserve. And I think we deserve nothing but the very, very best. Finally, can I just say, I do want to say that I can't do this role without the support of my family, and to my wife Amanda and my children William and Olivia, who are stuck in lockdown in Auckland, hopefully watching on TV. Thank you for being so supportive, understanding and encouraging. I love you. And I want to say again a big thank you to my caucus colleagues for my selection as leader. And I want to thank Nicola for joining me in this leadership team.